Hey there, YouTube followers. Michael of Painting War Games coming at you today. And today, well, I've been working on one of my Chaos or Warriors of Chaos models. Let's see. Let's see if I can turn on the lights, see if I can get it better. Oh, there it goes. There we go. Yep. It's the bag. Alright, there we go. Shut them off a little bit. I created a new channel called Miniature Brush. I'm going to really be actively trying to get commission paintings from that YouTube, my other YouTube channel. I will show what I'm doing there, like step by step. What paints I'm using, like the highlight that I use on this guy, Hoth Blue. So yeah, I'm going to do step by step. More like I will show you, hey, at this, I'll show pictures at the end saying, okay, the base coat was this, the first layer was this, the second layer, what I did was this, and etc. etc. I have yet to figure out how to actually film myself while I'm doing this and sort of like speed it up to show you guys the process. So pictures and me showing you, me saying, okay, this is how I did it, and then showing you guys a picture is just easier for me. I'm going to start, like I said, I really want to start doing commission painting as just like, hey, I'm going to be cheap, I'm going to be affordable. I want to just, I'm more of a painter right now. I want to get into fantasy. I'm waiting until 9th edition launches. But I know the army I want to play, and it is Warriors of Chaos. They seem like Space Marines almost in the fantasy realm. Just an army that has flexibility either way. If you screw up a little bit, they're really forgiving. That's just my impression I've got on them from the Sustainable Center. His review on the book is that they are sort of a good, easy beginning army. They're not the best of the best as far as codexes go, but they're definitely competition level. So yeah, just right there, slide it on in. So yeah, I'm working on 12 of these guys. I'm really working on one to get the paint scheme down because that's how I like to go. I like to do one model and say, okay, these are all the colors I'm going to use. This is how I'm going to do it. This is my creative side trying to come out. And then once I get this done, I'll have all the paints around me. And then I can say, okay, from here on out, it's going to be fast-paced. The first model takes a while for me to do. It's just because I want to get the model, I want to get the paints, I want to get the ideas in my head flowing. It's just got to do it that way for some reason with me. And that way, when I have the ideas done, I'll be like, okay, this is the model I want. I want to make the rest of them. It goes really quick because I have all the paints out, like I said, and it just flows. It's like, okay, we'll go from this step to this step to this step, and we just systematically get it done. Getting those steps together takes me a little bit more time because, like, I don't know if I've told you guys, but I really had no idea how I wanted to paint these Warriors of Chaos models. All I knew was that I wanted, this is another one I was working on in the beginning, is that I wanted the armor to be blue. And I wanted the shield to be blue, but when I started painting, this shield was originally blue. But when I started painting the shield blue, the two blues, like they're the same color and the same color scheme, they just blended together too much. Like you couldn't see the shield. It was like it was an extension of him. And granted, shields should be that way, but in mythical times, shields weren't the same color as the armor. I mean, I guess they could be, but in like chaos fashion, like this one. The shield is black, and I got this this metallic color for the the chaos symbol, which really stands out. It's like, okay, this is the shield. It's not a part of the armor. So I went and built these guys. Had no idea what I was really putting on them. I figured shield was really cool. The standard hand weapon. Like some of these guys got axes, some of them have swords. A couple of them have hammers. I figured a shield is good. I don't have the codex, I don't know it. Figured, well, shield has got to add something. It can't hurt. So, as far as like, I know the Marks of Chaos are in the Warriors of Chaos book, and traditionally how I did my Chaos Space Marines was I would paint like a shoulder or something on them to mark the symbolize this is the to say this squad is the mark of Khorne or Nurgle or Tzeentch or Slaanesh. These guys, I'm just going a generic color scheme because I don't know which mark I'm going to use. A lot of people say that Khorne's really good. It's real killy, and I would interpret that from 40k is that Khorne is really killy. They get killed easily because they don't have the greatest armor saves or toughness or whatnot, but they have more attacks. Nurgle is more toughness, it's harder to hit them. As in 40k, they added one toughness. I believe with fantasy, it's sort of similar. Like their weapon skill goes up, so it's harder to hit them. Sorry, guys. Tzeentch and Slaanesh, I know very little about in the fantasy side as it pertains to models. One of the two I've heard nothing about, but I know they're both there. So I don't know. I'd have to get the book to see. And even then, I'm more going towards a generic route with the core choices. They're all going to be painted one thing. As I get the codex here, probably in the next couple months, I will dive into it and see, okay, this is cool. And, I might want to make one squad just all plague or, Nurgleized. From what I do know of the Warriors Chaos, like the Lord or the Sorcerer, if you want him to be a part of a unit and you're probably going to put him in that unit has to correspond with the mark. So you can't have a mark of Nurgle spell Sorcerer and a block of Khorne warriors, So another thing I really do like from the Warriors Chaos model line is the Juggernaut models. The Warriors on a Juggernaut, the Skull Crushers. There you go. Even though there's a lot of backlash that they're more expensive and they're not as great. I like the model. I find the model looking phenomenal. So I'm probably going to get the HQ choice of that inevitably, and a squad. So the next step, I guess, for me is to get a sorcerer because magic's a big thing, and just sort of paint it up generically. This is my sorcerer, and do it as I want it. But once I get done with these 12 Warriors Chaos, I'm going to get one of each model. Say, okay, I have infantry, I have cav, I have fast cav, I have monsters on. So that way you guys have a picture line of, hey, this is what he does for those. I'm waiting on a Carnifex to come in. The guy, he said he's shipping in 1 to 3 days. It's been a week now, and it's just now getting to the post office. So I'm a little pissed off this guy on eBay for it. It's coming, and that's going to be my 40k monster because I don't think I've done any recent 40k monsters creatures in a long time. So I'm waiting on the standard Carnifex that comes out of the Shield of Baal or something. Picked it up real cheap, less than $30, so not bad. If it doesn't come with a base, I've got a base here. So, all right, guys, I'm keeping it short and sweet. So, this is Michael painting War Games, and I'm signing out. And as always, keep gaming.